happy people, today I'll be taking a closer look at the new LEGO Marvel logo and minifigure set dropping on January 1st. This LEGO set is 931 pieces and is going to retail for $99.99 USD. Before I get started, thanks so much to the LEGO group for sending this set over to me for review. As always, all thoughts and opinions are my own. While you're here, if you'd like to support my channel, please give this video a thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate it. If you like what you see, hit the subscribe button. I would love to have you here. All right, let's take a look at this Marvel logo. I have to say, its debut has been pretty controversial, and I'm ready to dive into that with you guys. So I'm going to start by first going over the minifigure lineup. And the way that these minifigures are revealed in this set is via some internal Technic functions. There are two square tiles on the top sides over here that pop out for minifigures, like so. That was a lot more chaotic than I expected it to be. And then the minifigure in the center opens up by pulling this rectangle to the back, and up comes Iron Man, or whoever you decide to place in the center. Anywho, so here's the minifigure lineup. We have Hulk, Black Widow, Iron Man, Captain America, and Thor. There is an obvious glaring omission, which I will get to later. But first we'll look at the highlight minifigure in this set, at least for me. This first Avenger, Captain America. He's equipped with his shield, of course, but I really love that they did the first Avenger outfit. The detail in the front and the back of this torso is very awesome. Here's a closer look at his face underneath the helm, which is with a chin strap, and then the other side has a smile without his chin strap. My only complaint here is this could have been a perfect minifigure if he had dual molded legs. Does he have brown boots with this outfit? I think he did. Or at least if he had some sort of leg print detail, arm printing on this figure would have looked sick. Next on the lineup, this new Iron Man Mark 6 minifigure, and he is new because his armor is undamaged. If you recall, we got the Mark 6 minifigure in the Avengers Tower last year, but it had, the damaged features across his helmet and his armor. The faceplate print looks great, and then here is the head prints underneath. Standard Tony Stark face that we have seen dozens of times. An okay minifigure for the lineup. The Thor minifigure. So it looks like he has a new torso, and it looks like the outfit that he wears in either Infinity War or Endgame. He comes with a red cloth cape. I really thought that they were replacing all of the cloth capes with rubber this year, though. And here's a look at his other face print. Next, we have the Hulk. So this is a new Hulk in a full-size minifigure form. There's truly nothing exciting about this minifigure here. He is the first one that we see with gray legs or gray pants. The first Hulk that we see with no leg printing or no dual molded legs. He does have a second face print where he is seen smiling. And I know the question that a lot of people were asking about this set is, why wasn't this a big fig instead of a minifigure size Hulk? Logistically, it would not have fit in the interior of this set without some major modifications. So I can see why they did that. Although at that point, I feel like they should have just included Hawkeye. But we're not there yet. We have one more minifigure to look at, which is Black Widow. And honestly, there's nothing special here. Here's a look at the back side of her torso and then her second face print. This is a repeat Black Widow minifigure. Now we can get into the Hawkeye of it all. My beef with the minifigures, obviously there is the glaring omission of Hawkeye. If you're going to make this MCU themed and include the OG Avengers from the Avengers movie, it's pretty criminal not to include Hawkeye. But also, can we talk about how this would have been the perfect time to get a Stan Lee minifigure? You could have had a Stan Lee in the center, maybe an Iron Man, Captain America, a Spider-Man. You choose who the fifth could be. Maybe a character in Marvel that we wouldn't otherwise see in other LEGO sets. But to give us the classic Marvel LEGO logo, make it Marvel Cinematic Universe themed, and then not include Hawkeye, I think was just an odd choice. I do, however, love that we get a First Avenger Captain America minifigure. The Iron Man Mark 6 is also a good option, but the rest of the minifigure lineup kind of falls a little flat. Let's get into the LEGO set itself. The biggest critique that I've heard that I'm very much prepared to defend is that it's a very basic design. So first of all, yes, the Marvel logo is basic. It's a red rectangle with white letters in it. That is a basic logo. But this LEGO build is anything but basic. When you consider that the words have to look exactly like the Marvel logo, that in itself is step one of the challenge, making sure that you can make them look like that out of Lego bricks. You then have to consider in the design process the snot technique. Snot means studs not on top. That means that you build on the side instead of on top. So how are you going to build bricks in this rectangle shape where you can fit these letters? But then the third step is when you decide to make this more than just a big red brick, but hollowed out on the inside to include the mechanisms that make all 5 of these minifigures go up. That severely complicates things. Like, the techniques that were used to build this set were honestly really fun to see come together. I typically hate building Technic, but I had a lot of fun seeing that come together in this set. There's no rubber bands included. I hate when Technic includes rubber bands. I'm thinking of the X-Wing from a few years ago and the R2-D2. But then due to the complexity of, like I said, making the snot on the exterior work with the Technic on the inside to place the lettering on the exterior correctly, I think because of that also, there wasn't a whole lot of repetitiveness in this build, which is shocking when you just consider there's a lot of red in it. Probably my favorite part about this set is being able to put literally whatever Marvel minifigures you want on the 5 slots. I took a few photos and I put them up on my Instagram where I put the X-Men and the Guardians of the Galaxy, and I even did a rendition where I put a Hawkeye in the center just because I felt bad for him, and I swapped out the minifigure Hulk for Big Fig Hulk, and I had him kind of just hanging off of the front edge with a 2x4 plate that I added in. Like, I like that idea because you can literally just have this sitting there, a Marvel logo with your Marvel Lego sets, or you can pick your favorite Marvel minifigures and display them outside of it. As far as the price goes, price per parts is there. It's 993 pieces and it's $100. And for Marvel IP, they can get pretty expensive. Thinking about that Red Hulk Lego set that came out on December 1st, that is like $55, 200 and some pieces. This is actually priced very fairly. Now, could this have been more worth it if the minifigure lineup was better? If they were all very detailed? Could it have been more worth it if we got our first Stan Lee minifigure? Probably. I will honestly say that I personally would not spend $100 on this, even though I do think it's fairly priced. I would definitely pay closer to $80 for this. I think that would be a good price for it. And for all the downsides, I really do think that this is a great display piece. The 100% honest truth is that I really enjoyed building this Lego set, and it looks great with my other Lego Marvel sets. That said, I'm not sure if Marvel Lego fans are gonna be very forgiving of its shortcomings. You know, like missing Hawkeye, not having Hulk as a big fig, even though, like I said, it's not logistically possible, not using this opportunity to have a Stan Lee, the $100 price point when, you know, Lego is only getting more expensive, especially for what seems at first look like a very basic looking set. Anyways, that's it for my thoughts on this Lego set. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I'm always happy to hear what you have to say about everything I've shown you. And if you're still here, thanks for sticking around. Please hit that thumbs up button. I would greatly appreciate it. If you liked what you see, hit the subscribe button. I would love to have you here. If you'd like to support my channel, there's a few ways you can do it. First of all, like I said, the freest thing you could do is hit that thumbs up. I also have a few affiliate links in the caption below. If you use them, I end up getting a few bucks sent over my way. And lastly, you can become a YouTube member and join my Discord where we talk about Lego and non-Lego and a bunch of fun stuff happening in our lives. Yeah, I guess that's it. Okay, bye!